Okay, hip mobility work for your homework. If you've been given this to do, I'm just going to take you through the exercises, all right? So first off, we're going to start on all fours. We're going to do what's called your fire hydrants. Okay, so on these, what we're looking for is for this to stay flat. What we're going to do is lift one knee. We're going to essentially draw as big a circle as you can with the knee in a forward motion for 10 reps. So what we don't want is to just open the hips up massively or to be arching and rounding through the back too much. So we're trying to keep the movement coming from the hip. Okay, so 10 on that leg, 10 on the other leg forward. Once we've done that, we're going to elevate your hands slightly to make this exercise slightly easier to get into a good position. So from this push-up position, we're going to step outside the block. The knee comes forward slightly, the heel stays down. We want this leg to stay fairly straight. We're dropping the hips and lifting the chest. Couple of seconds holding that stretch. Exactly the same on the other leg. So knee forward, drop the hips, lift the chest. Okay, so we're going to go 10 each side on those. From there, we're going to come to seated. Knees at about 90 degrees. We're going to do hip swivels. Okay, so from here, we're trying to sit as tall as we can, keeping the hips on the floor. We're dropping the knees as low as we can, coming back up, nice and controlled. Drop the knees to the other side, again, trying to keep the hips on the floor. Okay, we're going to do 10 each side on those. 2 more. We're going to leave them kind of at one side, both knees at 90 degrees. From there, without just completely collapsing through the spine, we're going to stay nice and tall and hinge towards the front knee. So we get a stretch through the top of the hamstring and the glute on this leg. Hold that stretch for a couple of seconds, ease it off, drop back into it. So it's 10 each side on those. And then the final bit of work we're going to do is you're going to grab a rack. And in your squat stance, we're going to sit down into a squat using the rack to keep the chest lifted to a nice deep squat. Using the rack minimally, but getting a nice deep stretch through the hips. Again, couple of seconds hold, come up to standing, come back down, drive the knees wide, sit into a stretch through the hips, up to standing. Okay, so 10 reps of those. That's your hip mobility homework.